We are moving towards the positions of Ukrainian artillerymen in the Bakhmut direction. The road is dangerous because in cloudless weather, it is perfectly visible to enemy drones. They can open fire at us at any second. At their positions, Ukrainian artillerymen have just received the command to battle. The crew of the 2S-3 Akatsia self-propelled artillery launcher is getting to work. After working on the coordinates, the artillerymen find time to socialize. Edward, the loader, shows us his workspace.
This is our place. Let's go in. Here are shells. You put this here. And then you put the forward assist. Click here and the wedge goes up. Then you take the gunpowder, put it in and the wedge goes up. Tuck it in and that's it. That's where the gunner shoots.
Edward is from Kharkiv. His wife and daughter are waiting for him at home. For their sake, the man went to defend the Ukrainian land from Putin's occupiers. The man recalls his most difficult day at the front.
The hardest, the first time I came here was the hardest. I arrived and they showed me around and told me what to do. I figured it out quite fast, didn't get confused, and thank God all is good now.
Vadim is another member of the artillery crew. He works as a mechanic driver. His work is to ensure continuous power supply to the gun turret. He says that the howitzer must be constantly warmed up. In winter, he has to do it more frequently, now much less. It is important for him that the batteries are constantly charged.
That's where the batteries are, these ones.
That's what you have to take out and charge.
Yes, in fact, to avoid taking them out, you need to start them more often to keep them charged. Well, at least half an hour is necessary at high revs to charge it. The main thing is to always have the batteries charged, so that it can leave the position at any time, if necessary, especially when the heavy shelling starts.
Before coming to the front, Vadim worked as a grain truck driver and delivered grain all over Ukraine. Working on lorries is much different from what an artilleryman does in the war.
There you have a place that you need get to and that's it. Sometimes you have to came to the service and that's it. And here you have to do everything they told you, just go ahead and do it. If there is any kind of malfunction, you have to figure it out and fit by yourself.
Roman is a commander of an artillery unit. He has 5 men under his command. The man says that Akatsia is not as maneuverable as more modern Western weapons, such as Archer, Crab or Paladin.
We are standing on the defense of the Bakhmut direction in Klishivka. We protect our 22nd Brigade, our brothers, with artillery fire. We don't let the enemy advance as far as possible, but we need more shells. 3 or 4 times more would be enough. I know guys on Western equipment, they fired 100 to 150 shells a day, and for us shooting 20 is already very good.
Due to ammunition shortages, the Ukrainian military has to carefully allocate resources.
Choose priority targets or cover when the assault is already underway. You won't shoot at 1 or 2 people with a large caliber. Either a large group of people or equipment is a priority, and if there were more shells, an unlimited number of shells, you could shoot 1 or 2 people at a time.
The commander tells us about recent successful operations to eliminate the enemy.
Basically, yesterday the enemy broke through with 6 armored vehicles, and yesterday early in the morning, when it was still dark, we got the order to battle on an unplanned target. We worked there along with other artillery crews. Out of these 6 vehicles, 1 turned round, the others just didn't make it.
The Russian army is now concentrating its efforts on capturing the town of Chasiv Yar because it is the dominant height. The Russian occupiers are also continuing their assaults in the direction of Ivanivske, Klishivka, Andriivka and Bogdanivka, but so far they have failed to do so. The Ukrainian armed forces are stopping the enemy with fire. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Anastasia Volkova, Artem Voronin, UATV News.